It's Tone Capone. You already know what time it is. Let's go. Welcome to Waves of the Bay. Yeah, I said it's Waves of the Bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the flaunt. They said it's all written, but I had to change the font. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm 2 feet ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey mom, thanks for raising me to be so brave. Tampa Bay, yeah, it's time for y'all to catch this wave. Ride the wave. Let's go. Let's go. Set it off. Set it off. We do have the Tampa BayWatch Artist of the Week in the studio. Family is what I like to call him. He goes by the name Blue JD. Blue, what's up with you, bro?
Oh, we all good, man. Feeling good, living good, blessed, to say the least.
Man, we go back so far now. I can't believe it. Like, the day that we met, I would never believe that we'd be here, like, 10 11
almost,
years.
Yeah, it's been like 10, 11 years, man. It's crazy.
It's wild, crazy, man. Like, for real.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's like a full circle moment, man. So I'll be completely transparent with y'all, man. Blue is like family, like, for real. Like, we all came up together. Me, him, Spaceship, DeBron, Powerline Effects. Like, all of us came up together. We put that all together, like, literally, like, 10 or 11 years ago. Like, January, I think, is actually 11 right now.
Yeah, coming up on it, man.
Yeah, I think it is right now.
Met at a Starbucks.
Man, it's wild. And not everybody is still, part of the crew right now, man. People fell off. People, life got some other people, because people started, building families. We go back before families.
Oh, yeah. I think
that's what I'm talking about.
I think with the exception of Spaceship, none of us had kids. And
yeah.
We all got kids.
Everybody
now.
got kids now. And it's not like we got babies. We got kids right now.
Children, so, whole humans.
I promise you, man. But yeah, this is one of my favorite artists in all of Tampa Bay. And I'm proud and honored to have you here as to be our Tampa BayWatch Artist of the Week, but also to premiere new music from you. So I've been waiting on new music, and I actually get to play it first. So I'm super excited about that. So let's go ahead and start there. When was the last time you dropped a project, and why are we dropping a project right now?
So last project I dropped was the Patience EP. I dropped that in 2020 during the pandemic, or right smack dab in the middle of the pandemic, because I needed music. Like, I was honestly, I dropped it because I was like desperate for music, man. And I was like, I got to put something out there for. It
was a big change for artists when the pandemic hit, because we're used to being out, and that stopped all of that. Real quick.
Oh yeah, because it was like an itch. You know what I'm saying? You got to scratch it, especially when you're not able to get out there and perform the way that you want to. The pandemic stopped everything. So that was the last time I put out something, but wasn't able to really capitalize on anything. So it took me a minute, and I took a long minute, actually, a few minutes before I was able to really get myself together. I had to go through some things in life that put me in a position to write more music, a little bit more meaningful music. And I mean, you'll even hear it in this track today, a few of the things that I went through and a few of the feelings that I was feeling when it came to the music I was writing, the people I was surrounded by, and all kinds of things like that.
Man, there's so many things I want to touch on right now. So let's start with the project that you just put out. Not right now, but the one that you said that there's some things you wish you would have changed. What's one of those things that you wish you would have changed?
Well, man, there's a lot to cover on that. That's a heavy heavy question right there, actually. But one of the first things I usually like to go to when it comes to the changes that I wish I could have done better was how I treated like some of my relationships, personal relationships, because it led me to being in a place without my own child in my life full time the way that I wanted to. Okay. So, I do look back on that and I'm like, man, if there was some things that I could change, that would definitely be one of them for sure.
Okay. All right. So now that you are making those changes and applying it to your music, one thing I love about you is that you are vulnerable in your music. Mm-hmm. You're not afraid to go there and express your feelings. Like music, you can tell is your outlet. So what does this project mean to you now?
This is giving me the ability to actually let the whole world know what I've been through within these last 4 or 5 years. I've been through some crazy things, to be completely honest. Things that other folks might find, it's like, man, you get through that.
You Florida man, though,
right,
man.
Right. You from Florida, you can handle that. But now, like mentally, I went through a lot. Emotionally, I went through a lot. Financially, hole,
right?
Just a big old hole that I was in. But this project means that I'm able to climb out of that. I'm able to grow from everything that I've been through, and I'm able to share it with everybody else and let them know, hey, I took a step back for a while, so here's everything that happened right here in a package called music.
Now, one thing I love about you is the power of your pen. Like your words carry weight. So why is that so important to you as an artist?
So at first I just wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the person that anytime somebody said, oh, who in St. Pete's like the best rapper, I wanted to be in that conversation. Mm-hmm. So at first that was my main goal. It's like, why I want everybody to say my name. I want Blue JD to be that top tier artist. But then once again, life starts happening, and it's not even about being the best anymore. It's just about being able to express yourself and being able to let others know that, hey, you are vulnerable. You do have these things going on in life. So here's how I handle them. And this is, what you can take from that.
Definitely. Be your best every day, man.
Oh, yeah. Every day. Because, if you're not trying to be your best, then what are you trying to do? You're not really doing
is what
nothing.
You're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is right there. I'm speaking with Blue JD, hip hop artist. I'll call you a spoken word artist as well. Out of St. Pete, man. Part of what I like to consider St. Pete's elite, man. Like this cat right here, he has quality projects. I always flash back to that one. I think it's your first album. I can't even, The Road to Neptune.
Road to Neptune, yeah.
And I was supposed to host your album release party, and my tire blew on the way to the actual event. So me and wife were in the car. This has never happened. It's the only, I've only missed a handful of shows, and that was the first one. So I always flash back to that day right there, man.
Yeah, so that was a wild evening, because I think, I want to say the day before Spaceship was supposed to DJ, and then something had happened with him as well. And I was like, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another, But, we had somebody that was able to fill in last minute, and everything was good there. But then, that happened when you called me. You was like, hey, we might not be able to make it. I'm like, I guess I got to host my own release party. But, everything turned out fine that day, to be completely honest. I do wish that, it wasn't the way that it was, but who knows, maybe had that not happened, I wouldn't have been able to come up in my own, to be able to step into that light, Hosting is different than performing. It's a monster. I don't know if anybody out there has ever had to step up and host an event and actually be the face of it before.
You got to keep it moving, man.
It is hard. It is not easy.
It's timing type thing.
So I applaud you for being able to do that on, on scales, man. But we made it work, though.
Man, what's crazy is that the new album release party is almost the exact same day.
Oh no, it is the exact same day. Yeah, I got somebody.
Is that on purpose or what?
It was completely on accident.
Okay,
it was definitely on accident, because I reached out to the venue. It's Nana's Restaurant Juice Bar. It's a vegan spot. It's in Ybor. Y'all check that out.
Hey.
But I reached out to the venue, check out dates, and they was like, "Nah, we don't got." I originally wanted I think the weekend before. They was like, "We got something going on." I'm like, "All right, what's the next one?" All right, give me that. So, and it just happened to fall on the exact same day. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess
that's wild.
Some things. So
trust me, I seen the date. I was like, I wonder if that was by accident.
Divine timing. That's
crazy.
That's what we like to call it around here.
All right, so the new album is going to be dropping soon. We got the album release party going to be coming up.
Yes.
I get to host it, so thank you. Spaceship gets to DJ, so thank you. It's going to be a full family event. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Chip hasn't worked together like this in a minute, man. It's been a few months, honestly. Probably like 6 now.
Hey, well,
and before that, it's been like another 6, 8. COVID shut us down pretty much besides the radio. So I'm excited about it, and especially, putting on for you. So let's talk about the one opener. Why did you just decide on having one opener?
So I wanted to bring somebody personal, somebody that I had a connection with outside of my normal circle, you know what I'm saying? And I reached out to Mighty Jai, who will be the opener for the show. Me and him actually got close, because of work, you know what I'm saying? And
it's like that sometimes.
It's kind of out of nowhere, but I wanted to reach out to him, and he agreed to it. And I don't want to reveal anything that he doesn't want known, but it's a good thing. It will definitely be a good thing for everybody to be able to see an artist of his caliber, somebody that I personally looked up to as just an overall package of an artist. So I'm glad that he agreed to it, and he's gonna be there.
I'm super excited, man. Like, for real, I seen you already told me you have like one opener. I was like, all right, let's see who it is. And I seen the name. I was like, okay, we're swinging right now. Like, that's what it is. So what about on the album itself? Like, who do you have on there for features?
So I have 2 features, and I don't know what it is. It's like, I have this thing about doing a lot of things on my own. And when it comes to like songs and things like that. So I don't really always have a lot of features. So right now I only have 2 features, and that's Eleanor. She featured on my Patience EP as well. And she did 2 songs on this.
Shout out Eleanor. Shout out Mad Smooth. That's the one that introduced me to her.
Absolutely. She's amazing. She's a great singer, great vocalist, great when you're in the studio with her, she's focused. It's great. It's an amazing experience if you ever get a chance to work with her. And then I got Sunday. Sunday is an amazing talent. I don't know if you've ever seen her perform live.
Yeah?
Yes. Chef's Kiss. She's one of the best performers that I've seen in the Tampa Bay area. Okay. Like top 5 easy.
That says a lot.
Easy.
That says a lot. I can drop some names.
Yeah, you can. And I'm trying to tell you this girl right here, and me and her have a special relationship because I've known her since since she was like 17. I think I may have been like 20 or something like that. We happened to go to school together, and I happened to know her sister from high school. Okay. So that's how we linked up, and we were supposed to be in a band together. You remember the soul movement thing that we had? Yeah, that whole thing.
Everybody had a band at one point.
Everybody had a band. It was crazy. And but we linked up then, and we've just known each other since then, and we finally were able to get on a song together. And this one was also, to me, was magic. This one, I kind of wish I had got the clean version for this to premiere for the night, because it's the title track of the album, it's the Reflection. So, but having her on this song was also special for me, and it revealed, this song in general, I feel like reveals the most. That's why it's the intro track, and she was able to bring that magic to life,
That's super dope, man. I like to hear that, yo. Like, and for real, because you kind of just played into me as a person. I'm kind of with you when it comes to I don't want to say like not having features, but sometimes you want to control the narrative, and you kind of want to have that element of surprise. So this is one of those element of surprise moments. See, I actually took the time to clean up Reflection. So I have Reflection I'm about to drop right now. So you already gave me a nice little intro for it, but what else do you want to say about the title project?
What do I want to say? It talks about me, it talks about my life, and I hope y'all can find out more about Blue JD. Like, it really is a good autobiography track for myself, and it tells a lot. So
yeah, I wasn't gonna let you just get away with just 2 tracks. I've been jamming to the project, and there's songs I have that I like, and I'm like, let me see what I can do with this.
Got you.
This is one of those moments right here. I love it. This is exactly perfect right here. Waves of the Bay. We're going to get into some music, man. I'm surprising Blue JD on his own interview right now with the reflection from the reflection. So go ahead and take a listen to this track. We'll be right back with y'all. That element of surprise and that change up, man, I promise y'all. This is the reason why we're winning Best of the Bay around here, because there's no other station that's even debuting your tracks, much less got a surprise track to debut. Come on, man, get out of here, yo. That last track was Reflection by Blue JD, the title track from his new project, Reflection. We got the album release party, what day?
On March 5th, Sunday.
Where it's gonna be?
Nana's and Ybor.
All right, I'm hosting DJ Spaceship, who you can hear right here Monday mornings from 6 until 9 with Monday Mornings with DJ Spaceship. It's going to be DJing. We get to bring the power line back together. It's going to be a great occasion, but it's bittersweet at the same time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You're dropping a project and then you're bouncing on us, man. Like,
yeah.
What are you planning on doing when you touch down out there?
Man, I really, honestly, I haven't even thought that far in. It's just, it's such a shock that it's even happening. And, you know, for those who don't know, once again, I will be dipping out of the Tampa Bay area in 30 days, in a literal 30 days.
30 days, like the Tampa Bay landlord just evicted
Right,
yourself.
just
Like, you got 30 days, Blue.
Yeah, it's a short amount of time. It feels like it's gonna be forever, just because of everything that I have going on in between that. But you know, with me leaving, I'm trying to cherish every moment that I have. You know, I'll be visiting family, trying to spend some time with friends while packing and you know, getting out at the same time, and trying to do the promotion for this album release and for the actual album coming out and everything. So it's a lot. I'm gonna be busy. You
have to figure that out. I'm gonna tell you that, because what I see on this end is a lot of artists with dope projects fail to promote them correctly, or also just, you know, here's a link to my project.
Right.
You know, the day of, they don't give any prior promotion to it. They don't have any type of parties, you know, release parties, listening parties behind it. They don't have any videos behind it. They don't really have a plan behind it. So make sure you figure out that plan, young man, especially going out there to DC area.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of, I think it's going to be great for you, honestly, because your artistry is going to travel. And I know they're huge on lyrics out there. And
I think it'll be a shock, honestly. The first open mic that I decided to just pop up in just to see what's going on and get the vibe. I think it'll be a shock for them, because once again, I'm from Florida, and a lot of people associate Florida with certain artists, you know, and there's no hate to that at all. It's just, that's not me. So when they hear, oh, he from Florida, you know, we know what to expect. No, you don't.
Tell somebody who Blue JD is as an artist.
Hey, Blue JD is the guy who's going to tell you what you need to know as an artist, and also I'm here to blow your mind. That's the overall. I'm just here. Hey, you know, I got banned off of live for talking like this, so I should probably stop.
Nah, just don't cuss and we good, man.
Yeah,
you can talk around it. Let's go.
Good. But anyways,
I want to see you talk that talk.
Look, I feel deep in me that I still am one of the best, and I'm here to prove that every single day. You know, whether or not it's me giving advice through the music, whether or not it's me, you know, picking up women through music, whether or not it's me just telling my overall story and just giving you bars sometimes. Like, I'm here to do that. I feel like that's what a part of Finding Gold was too. It's just like, I'm here to prove a point. That's why I wanted that as like one of the first tracks that I released out to the people, is to prove a point. Like, I'm here to tell you a story, tell you what's going on in my life, but hey, like, there's so much more to that.
Don't get it twisted.
At all.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm glad you actually gave me the project early, man. I find that, I love that, you know. I think it started with Joshua Cruz, now Saint Rene, you know. But when I did his album release at the local 662, way
I remember that. Great,
I was actually on stage jamming with him. I knew the words by the time that we had the party out there. So that was a good time out there, man, for real. I've had a lot of good times with y'all 727 folks, man. Like, straight up.
It's all love over there in the 727 here. And I mean, honestly, Tampa itself has really been the one that helped me rise as an artist, because this is where I started performing. And I think my first show was in Tampa. It was at the Orpheum, you know, so I can't step away and be like, oh, you know, Tampa never did nothing for me. Tampa did pretty much everything for me. And, you know, I was able to do what I did in Tampa and St. Pete and make a name for myself there.
I'm a firm believer in getting out of your comfortable situations and to grow. So, I mean, you know, I'm from Kansas. I've been down here 16 and a half years now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to moving. I'm used to packing up and dipping out and doing all that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it helps you to grow. As a man and also as an artist, man, because once again, do not sleep on this music, because you got something here. And out there, they're going to love it as well. Like,
I believe it.
And there's a lot of big cities out there. That's the thing. Like, you got DC, you got Baltimore, you got all the Virginia cities like Roanoke and all that. You got Philly. You got it's all
that's like right
up,
there. So
all up. Like,
prime
that's all you got to do.
You know, prime opportunity to be able to showcase what I have and do something different. You know, for me, you know, it may not be different to them, but it'll be a surprise for them. It'll be like, yo, who's this guy from Florida? You know, coming with this. You know, he's
all
professional. I ain't never seen him before, but shoot, let's give him a chance.
Just like that, man. All right, so we're talking with Blue JD, hip-hop artist, spoken word artist, holding it down out of Tampa Bay, St. Pete to be specific. We got the album release coming up here in about, 3 weeks now, I'd say? 2 weeks now?
The actual album actually releases in a week.
I got all the exclusives for y'all. That's what's up. I'm early with it.
Yeah.
That makes me excited right there. So I want you to talk about the album release party. And, you know, even though it is a going away party at the same time, what does this moment mean to you?
This means that I'm able to do something for the people that a lot of folks haven't seen. You know, they haven't seen me on a grander stage like this in a long, long time. So I feel like I'm doing this mostly for everybody else. You know, I've had a lot of people that weren't able to show up to shows because of, you know, life happening and whatnot. So I said, you know what, before I go, I do need to do this. I have to do this show. And one of like the main tags is, hey, if you weren't able to make a show before in the past, this the next one. Every time you said, hey, you know, I'll come to the next one. This is the next one. So,
and when is the next one after that is the question. So y'all have to have a sense of urgency and show up and show out for this man right here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping, you know, even if the turnout is 15 people, you know, it is what it is. That's the people that wanted to show up, you know, whether it's 15 or 500, whatever the case is. I just want to be able to put on for the people that want to see.
All the way. So go ahead and drop your social media information so people can find you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me everywhere, literally everywhere. There's not one social media site that I'm not on where my name is spelled any different. And if you've been to any of my shows, then you know what it is. It is Blue JD, BLUJD. If you put an E, then you won't find me. I'm everywhere, literally everywhere. Just type it in: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you know, Twitter. Follow me on all that.
I heard you're a TikTok star.
I don't want to say I got my first meal, and it wasn't even about me or music, but it is what it is.
It's like that sometimes, man. Yeah. Nah, honestly, bro, I appreciate you coming here to do this interview, to have me as the host for your event, to have us debut your music. Like, it means a whole lot to me. And you know, it's a family type thing, but still, it needs to be said, because people don't always say that, you know what I'm saying? So I want you to go ahead, before we break out of here, introduce Finding Gold.
Oh, so Finding Gold, this is the first single that I dropped last week, and this is something that represents my life. It represents me telling everybody that I'm better than you think I am, and I'm one of the best, and I'm gonna continue to be the best. So, you know, anything that I'm saying is going to be worth more than finding gold. So I hope y'all appreciate it. I know y'all will love it. You know, check this out.
Once again, Blue JD, not JD Blue. He's right up here. Hip-hop artist, spoken word artist, holding it down for St. Pete 727.
Yes,
this is the reason why Waves of the Bay exists, is because we're here for y'all. We're all about the artists, and we get to premiere new music. We get to surprise artists at the same time. We get to know more about the artists at the same time. And I can guarantee you there's no other radio stations that are doing this right now. Positive. No cap with that one at all. Let's get into Finding Gold. Blue JD.
It's Tone Capone. You already know what time it is. Welcome to Waves of the Bay. Yeah. I said it's waves of the bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the fun. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey, mom,